Okay, so most people know the pentatonic scale, whatever position you're in. If you're starting in F, you know, you guys are... Then adding the flatted fifth is what gives you that kind of bluesy sound, so you add this, that little walk. Here's your flatted fifth, right here.
The second one? Okay.
Yeah. So whatever position you're playing in. Shit, I haven't played it so long.
Can you do that with every one of them too?
Yep. But as far as like talking about like actually putting together some blues ideas goes, and for leads, if you're playing, I love minor seventh chords. So you're starting off with, if you know what a C major is, okay. Guitar slightly out of tune, I know, so don't send me comments about it. So you got your major chord, get your middle finger, you got a minor. Okay, so you got your happy, sad. And if you want to go cool, you throw your pinky onto the 7th, which is on the 11th fret of the B string here. Now you're doing cool. Okay, so you got happy, sad, Mr. Cool. And that's where you want to be. So you got your 7ths. C minor 7. That's that thing everybody hears me play all the time.
You bring your fingers off the board a little bit too when you're chucking it?
You're just kind of like taking them off and you know what I mean? Just and the action on this is super high. You know, we've been moving and my guitars have been in and out of humidity and stuff, but going slightly out of tune is always cool. Just a half step. As far as actually constructing those lead ideas go, we take that pentatonic scale. You're starting at your root position, which is your C. Okay, you start your pentatonic first position with your flatted fifth. Okay, and so much of it is just going to come down to finesse and technique. And I like to just kind of segment that scale shape, but what's weird is this is where like you kind of get into that gray area. If you're playing blues, you can fake the hell out of all of it, because you can really chop up any segment of the pentatonic scale and play it like, you know, like you're Captain Cool, not really have any understanding at all of what you're doing, and it still sounds cool, you know? But the big thing that people kind of get into is to actually start developing a sense of speed. Two things. It's your alternate picking, going up and down. So. And kind of like actually doing a lot of hammer-on stuff. It's kind of like a sweepy action. It's like a metal thing, you know. I mean, once you start doing those kinds of techniques, economic speed picking they call it, you know, it's hard to get out of those habits. But so if you're going through your pentatonic, you're starting to get your speed kind of built up. I do what I call chasing or doubling. I'm sure there's a great word for it. There's like a real name for the technique. But as you're coming back up the pentatonic, instead of just playing it straight through and cooking through all those notes, you can kind of start chasing back on it. So you can go like, and up to speed. Especially if you're listening to something recorded, it sounds like way more than it really is, you know. So that's that kind of thing, and that's just the first position, you know. Here's your second. coming back to your C, wherever it is, whichever one. I'm still used to play my 7th string too, but that's kind of the meat and potatoes of that, you know. And you know, and other positions are always great. Doesn't matter what C you're starting with, and you can still play around with the same pentatonic ideas. But yeah, these are all just good things to keep in mind, and when you're doing your turnarounds, instead of just going, you know, for the I like to kind of drop it down, go down an octave, so you got your going from there. So